It's raining, but I don't need an umbrella. Standing in your rain is where I wanna be.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing well. We are back 3 days in a row. We are on a roll today. If you are new here, then I just want to welcome you. Be sure to click that subscribe button down below if you are not already. Today, I wanted to bring you guys another brand that I've recently found out about. As you can tell by the title, Catrice Cosmetics. I was actually gifted an eyeshadow palette by this brand on Christmas, and I recently opened it up and then I googled it, and to my surprise, I was pretty shocked with how affordable this brand was. So I thought it would be interesting to do like a first impressions of this brand, considering it is affordable. So yeah, I'm going to share my thoughts with you guys today, and yeah, let's just get right into it. So I wasn't able to pick up enough for a complete full face, but majority of what I'm using I would say is good enough for you guys to kind of choose whether you like the brand or not. I mean, it is affordable, and as I mentioned, we are taking things down a notch in terms of prices. So yeah, so I actually want to start off with my base today. Hopefully there's no fallout with the eyeshadow, but I did find a primer that I was able to pick up. I found this primer. Why did I choose this primer? Because it says Hydro in it. If you are a regular viewer of my channel, then you know how much I love the Milk Hydro Grip Primer, but it says love skin and respect earth. So yeah, I'm not really into like super mattifying primers, especially this time of year. My skin has been really dry, so yeah, I thought I'd try this primer out. Let's see what it's like. So this is it here, and it squeezes out like that. So let's see what this does. It feels like a little bit of like a silicone textured primer, but it feels really smooth as I'm applying it, and I feel like it has smoothened out my skin as well. It has removed a tiny bit of shine, but not too much. Obviously my skin was really nicely prepped and moisturized. It feels really nice. I'm actually happy with that. The scent is not crazy, so I'm not mad about the scent. I'm actually going to put a little bit more forehead, as you can see. Oh, okay, you can see how much that has smoothened out my skin, and I really like the way that's applying. So I must be honest, it was pretty tricky choosing my foundation shade. I actually bought two foundations. One is this foundation, which actually appears to be quite popular, but obviously I've received it and I can already tell by looking at it that it's not my shade, so I'm not going to use this today. I'll probably like get another shade and then use it in a future video. But this foundation is another one that I got. This is actually one of their newer foundations. Now that I've received it, it says the undertone is cool, but looking at it, it looks warm, so I don't really know how it's going to work. I'm just hoping that it does a good job. So this foundation is called True Skin foundation. It says it's a hydrating foundation, hyaluronic acid and long wear. So let's give it a try. It comes with a pump as well, which is brilliant. So I'm going to start off with, okay, let's go with 2 pumps. 2 pumps is looking pretty nice and generous. That shade looks like it could potentially work. So I don't have a dark enough concealer to sort of help with my hyperpigmentation. I'm just going to use my ordinary concealer to do that in the shade 3.3R. I've actually really been enjoying using this concealer in this area. If you haven't already checked out my previous review, I will leave it up here somewhere, but the concealer is very full coverage. Okay, going in with the foundation. Let's see, I've allowed it to warm up on the back of my hand a little bit. And okay, this is weird. It says it's got a cool undertone, but this to me right now is looking a little bit warm. Let's see what it looks like once it's actually blended out and settled into the skin. Oh, it's quite a lot there. Let me spread some of that on the other side. I used 2 pumps, but I think 1 pump probably would have been good considering how well it's spread out. Blends out really nice. Oh, that really sinks into my skin really well. Oh, I like that. This is so weird. I mean, compared to my chest, it's obviously not like the best match, but I think it would still work if I have like the right concealer to help sort of brighten up my under eyes, or I guess you could say balance out the shade overall. So this is what the foundation's looking like. I have to be honest, even though it was drying a little bit quicker than the usual, it looks so good on my skin. I love the way my skin is looking nice and hydrated. It doesn't look dry. Even obviously I had a bit, my skin was actually looking pretty glowy and dewy before I even put this foundation on, and it hasn't diminished too much of that. As you can see, my chest is obviously a little bit more golden than my face, but I can definitely get away with wearing this foundation. so I'm happy to continue wearing this foundation in the future. I will leave all the prices of these products in the description bar down below. Might forget to mention it in the video, but the foundation is £6.95, so £7. I'm gonna do my eyes next just in case there's any fallout. I don't want it to ruin my face. So the palette that I was gifted for Christmas is this. It's the Crystallized Amethyst palette. This is what the eyeshadow palette looks like. Obviously there's quite a few neutral shades in there. It probably won't work for me, but the reason why I think I can make it work is because of this color that we have here. So I'm first going to start off with this shade here, which is called Power. Okay, right, that pigment is absolutely stunning. Please tell me something. I don't even know how much this palette retails for, but I will find the price and leave it in the description bar down below, and then just put some on the outer corner of my eye. I'm just going to use that purple shade in the middle, which is called Amethyst. And okay, it's pretty decent. I'm not using any like glitter pigment or anything like that, but just gonna put this on the outer part of our lid. Okay, on top of that purple shade, I am gonna go in with this other shade at the top here, which is called Proud. Hopefully that will give us a bit more vavavoom. Let's see. Okay, yeah, that just makes the purple shade pop a little bit more because it is like a pink with a purple undertone. And I feel like this shimmery eyeshadow does already pop a little bit more than that purple shade did, but still pretty good. Much prefer that. And for the inner quarter of the lid, I'm going to use this shade here, which is called Gold Digger. Oh wow, okay. That shade is really, oh my gosh. I feel like that shade is like more pigmented than all of the other shades, but oh my gosh. Wow, that's a lot. That is a lot. I'm gonna bring that a little bit more on my inner corner now so it doesn't look too crazy. Anyway, so this is what we've come to. I'm gonna do my other eye and then I will be right back. So this is what we have for the eyes. Very simple, haven't done too much. Obviously you guys saw the shades that I used. One thing I did pick up on, even though there wasn't much fallout, which is great, the shades were quite powdery. So even that shimmery eyeshadow, the first two like purple undertones, shimmery eyeshadows that I put on, they were quite powdery. So I feel like because of the formula of those shadows, they weren't able to pop as much as, for example, that shade that I put on my inner tear ducts. If the purple was sort of like this type of shimmer formula, I think it would have been a lot better. Nonetheless, I think the eyes are looking pretty good. So I picked out two concealers because I don't know if you guys know, but sometimes with these drugstore brands, I find that they get it really wrong with deeper shades, and on the website they will, like, a shade will be called like chestnut, but then when you receive it, it's not even chestnut, it's way lighter, or honey. Then when you receive it, it's like for like really lighter skin tones, and then you can't work with it. So I'm hoping that these concealers do the job. But I've got two shades here. They came to be hydrating and last for 18 hours, as you can see at the top there. Very interesting. So the shade that I thought I could get to contour with, this is what it looks like. I think this was actually the darkest shade as well. So this is probably going to be our highlighter shade. Okay, this is Warm Toffee. It's got a nice yellow undertone, so I think I could definitely use this to brighten up a little bit. Okay, it is a little bit darker than what I would prefer to use under my eye. I think if it was like a smidgen lighter, then it would work. It doesn't look as cool as it seems, but I'm still gonna apply it, and then I'll just go in with the other highlighter to sort of brighten up. Even though it says high coverage, I'm not really seeing that full coverage opacity. I think it's because I've just come from using the ordinary concealer, which is probably cheaper or the same price, and that one, oh honey, that one was a full coverage concealer. So this is what I'm looking like. I do feel like that made me a bit darker than what I would perhaps want to go for, but let's go in with this lighter concealer called Warm Toffee. This is 046, and hopefully we can bring it back. Lucky that the concealer is really lightweight, otherwise I think it would have already been just a little bit too much for what I would like. Managed to bring it back a little bit, so we are coming together slowly but surely. I'm going to go in with my setting powder. I don't actually have one from Catrice Cosmetics, so I'm just going to use my I Heart Revolution banana powder, which smells like McDonald's banana milkshake. I'm going to use my Beauty Bay bronzer in the shade Caramel. Whilst we are on the subject of Beauty Bay, considering I wasn't able to pick up a blusher from Catrice Cosmetics, I'm going to go in with my Beauty Bay blusher. This is in the shade Coral. Haven't actually used this for a while either, but still really good and still affordable. These bronzers and blushes from Beauty Bay are £6. I did actually do a review of all of the bronzers and blushes that I got from them, so if you haven't checked it out, I will leave it in the cards somewhere. For my highlighter, I'm going to use this one. It's called More Than Glow Highlighter by Catrice Cosmetics. This is in the shade Beyond Golden Glow. I think it was actually the darkest shade that they had, but let's see what it looks like. Okay, definitely lighter than what I would like to go for in a highlighter. I think it's just probably a little bit too yellow for me. So we managed to get a lipstick from this brand as well. This is called the Plumping Gel Lipstick. Nice packaging, and this is what the lipstick looks like. Nice shade, so let's give it a go. The shade of this lipstick is 030. Let's see what it looks like. So it's very light lipstick. Not one of those that are like super pigmented, but it does look nice. It glides really nicely onto my lips as well. This lipstick is actually really nice, and I think it complements this eye look really well. I can't lie, I actually like it. I didn't know what to expect because it said gel. Obviously it's a nice cream consistency. I like this. Definitely will use this again. I do have a setting spray from them as well, but I'm just going to quickly do my lashes and then we can put the setting spray on. Okay, I decided not to put lashes and I just put mascara on. I use my Huda Beauty Legit Lashes Mascara, which is my favorite mascara. I actually need to get a new one. But lastly, we are on to setting spray. Now this is a long lasting prime and fine setting spray. So it actually says fixing spray, sorry, and it says prepares the skin, improves makeup wear, refreshes complexion. So I presume this is like a 2-in-1. You can use it as a primer and you can use it as a fixing spray as well. Well, today I'm mostly going to use it as a fixing spray, so let's see. Okay, so it's still drying down, and I have to be honest, I'm actually really pleasantly surprised. Obviously throughout my application I did have some comments and thoughts about my makeup, but I actually really like the way my makeup came out. My favorite out of everything that I used, oh, this is a hard one. I think my favorite thing that I used today was definitely the lipstick. You guys know that I love putting lip gloss on, but this is a really nice creamy formula lipstick. It's very lightweight, so definitely will be using this again. I like the primer. It felt really nice when I applied it on my skin, so I can definitely see myself using this primer again. It wasn't drying, it smoothed out my skin really nicely, which I liked, so very happy with it. I would definitely be using that again. Foundation, I can't lie, pleasantly surprised. Definitely will be using this foundation again. The shade was obviously not exactly the kind of shade that I would prefer to go for. I think if it was a little bit more of a different undertone, it would have been perfect. Really like the formula of this foundation. I think it wore really well on my skin. It's your standard foundation size, 30ml, £6.95. What can I complain about? Really, what can I complain about? Will definitely be using this again. The highlighter, I'm not gonna lie, when I first applied it I didn't like the way it looked, but now that I've allowed it to sink into my skin a little bit more, I actually do like the way it's looking, so I can see myself using this highlighter again in the future. It's a little tiny bit more yellow than what I would like, but I think it's nice and I think I can get away with it. But overall I'm really happy with how my makeup's come out today. I obviously can tell a difference comparing it to my higher end products. I mean, that's expected, what else can I say? But pleasantly surprised, definitely happy with the outcome, so I'm not mad about purchasing these products. I also forgot to mention that Catrice Cosmetics is a German brand, so even videos on YouTube, they're in German. Yeah, I know there's like a few people in the US that have probably tried out this brand, but I've really not heard much about it in the UK, so I don't even know what to say about that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Do let me know your thoughts down below. I will be bringing you guys some more affordable products in the future, but if you have not already, be sure to subscribe. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and of course I hope to see you all in my next one. Bye.